Hi, my name is RowenFox. I'm from Mount Victoria and I conduct choirs. I run 3 choirs in the Blue Mountains and Lithgow. I have a community choir in Katoomba. I run a classical music choir in Blackheath called Phoenix Choir, and I also run the Lithgow Community Choir here in Lithgow. We meet on Wednesday evenings, usually during normal COVID-free times. We meet at the Hoskins Community Hall on a Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m. We normally run during school times, but we haven't been running for the last 7 months due to COVID. So I started the choir a couple of years ago. I started it because I realised that there wasn't anything sort of comparable happening in Lithgow. I really enjoy running choirs of all sorts of music. And I love, in Lithgow we focus on a lot of different styles of music to make the choir accessible for everybody who's interested in coming. It's just something I've always loved to do. I enjoy music and all sorts of music making. I find it really inspiring. I find that I'm always getting better at it personally, and therefore that makes me quite passionate to teach it to other people, because I think everybody can get something out of it. Well, so the good thing about it is that you don't really have to be able to sing that well. We accept everybody. We don't have auditions. We do have lots of good singers in our group, but it's not really a prerequisite. The important thing is that you're just willing to come and enjoy yourself and have a good time. So I try and make it as inclusive as possible in that sense, because it's really about joining in and having a go, rather than having to have some sort of perfect singing voice. That's not really what it's about. Unfortunately, when COVID hit, we weren't able to meet anymore in person, obviously. We had a lot of people in the choir, some of whom had mental health issues, some of whom just lived alone and really relied on the weekly choir meetings as a social outing. So I made the decision to host some rehearsals online. I've been doing that during the entire sort of lockdown period on our normal Wednesday evening time. I would run a Zoom session for those who wanted to join, and that's been really important for those people who were isolated and who needed that social contact. So it never turned into anything very musically spectacular. We would log on to Zoom, we will chat with each other, and then I will play the piano and people will sing along at home with their microphones turned off to get around the issue of latency. For me, it was just more important that I was inclusive, so that everybody who wanted to come and sing was able to. So I've always rehearsed in spaces with disabled access, for example, and we're pretty accommodating for people's needs. If we have to perform, for example, and that involves standing up, not all of our members can stand up for a long period of time. So, you know, whatever we need to do to make that possible for them. And the other issue, as I said, is that we do have a few members that have struggles with mental health, and it's just really important that I'm aware of that, and that they don't feel excluded from the group as a result. And not just me, but all of us work really hard to make sure everybody who comes feels welcome and included. And I think we've done a pretty good job so far of making sure that happens. Well, I've always found music to be wonderfully fun and also very healing. It's important to me that everybody who wants to experience that is able to, so I've always tried hard to just make that accessible to as many people as I can reach. So no direct feedback, but the people that I wanted to reach out to have stayed in contact, and that has been. I know therefore that I'm doing the right thing, and that offering the Zoom sessions has actually been helpful for some people, and that's all I need to know really. I think having the desire to include as many people as possible is the best start.